Hey everybody, Rob DeLessio, Taste of Retirement. I'm with my good friend, Matt Husef, chef, owner of the Gourmet Kitchen, big caterer, and now new restaurant, Roots. You've got to come try it. Unique, dynamic, international flavors. What we did today was a vegan eggplant parmesan. Never had it, looks, smells amazing. We have two different kinds, gluten and gluten-free. Come on, let's get started. All right, so I'm gonna do vegan eggplant parmesan. That's really, really interesting to me. I've never had a vegan eggplant parm. How exactly did we get it done?
Of course, before we talk about vegan parmesan, let me show you this so much underrated vegetable, eggplant.
I love it.
And we can make it so delicious. I do like 5 different appetizers, but this is the most popular one which we sell. We call it vegan eggplant parmesan, and it's served on fettuccine with our homemade marinara sauce. It's the best. It's the bomb.
Yeah, I mean, the smells in here are amazing, and we haven't even really gotten started yet. So, all right, so prep-wise, what do we do?
Oh, great. Let's get started. Let me get my gloves on, and I'm gonna slice eggplant, and then I'm gonna dredge in. So by the way, you could do this gluten-free if you don't want to use these panko breadcrumbs. And the flour which you see here is chickpea flour.
And does chickpea flour, does it perform kind of like a regular all-purpose flour would?
It's actually no, not at all. This is very high protein, so for vegans, that's kind of,
They need it.
It's
Right.
kind of like from a childhood, that's my breakfast. We used to have crepes from chickpea flour.
Oh, awesome.
Because my family's vegetarian.
Sure.
So we used to rely on that a lot. Or crepes from that, savory, sweet, all different kinds. So
Awesome.
it's great to make, eggplant parmesan with. I'll get started with the dough actually, with the batter. So here's some water.
Some water, and then we've got the chickpea flour.
Chickpea flour. I'm gonna mix it.
Make a little bit of a slurry real quick.
Slurry, so
it
they're
doesn't lump up too much.
Yeah, so there shouldn't be any lumps in it. It's super simple.
So, the Gourmet Kitchen
Yes.
was a very, very popular caterer.
Yes.
Then, of course, the pandemic happened.
Yep.
So now you told me that you've opened a full-service restaurant. It's called Roots, right?
Yes.
So how's that going?
Roots is doing great. I am very blessed. We got a great support from my community, from our nearby community, from Broomfield, Erie, Thornton, everywhere. I mean, people are supporting us. They want to have fresh food. Everybody wants to have fresh food. And we have our little farm in the back, guys. We have basil, we have oregano, we have thyme, we have all the herbs, we have squash, zucchini, so many vegetables. So people, all the menu which I have created, they are all like my meats. They are especially fish. It's wild caught salmon, and it's cuisines around the world, and that's what people want. They don't want just
things that are actually nourishing their body.
Yes, absolutely,
right.
nourishing and flavorful.
Yeah,
Oh my
and so
gosh.
herb-wise, you've got a basic farm to table right here,
Yep.
in-house.
Yep.
Well, that's awesome.
Yep.
So what got you into cooking? Where were you born?
I was born in New Delhi, India, and my background actually is I've done TV modeling, acting, and that's what I've done. I love
There
it.
you go.
I love camera.
Well, then she's
So,
gonna be better
yes.
at me than this.
Yes, I don't know that, but I love camera. I've done all that, but food was my passion, and it became profession in no time. I came to United States in 2000 April, I think. It's been
20 years.
20 years, and my business is 18-year-old. So I feel if you have a passion for anything, you can do anything in this world.
That's awesome.
Yes.
All right, let's do it.
Yep, let's do this. So I think this is a very good paste, as you see.
All right, so you're gonna season your batter?
Yep, it's just simple salt and pepper.
And so I don't know where you come from, but where I come from, the batter doesn't come seasoned, so you add it. So you got some kosher salt. That's a coarse ground black pepper. We've talked about this on past episodes. I love coarse ground, gives a little bit more of a bite to what you're
Bite and texture.
using.
And I'm gonna grab this fresh basil, which I got from Sprouts this morning. I prefer using that.
Yes, literally in the backyard. We'll show you that later.
Yeah, actually, we have our honeydew melons and cantaloupe. They are ready to harvest, and we got a lot of blackberries too. So that's it, just a little bit of basil.
Chiffonade. So you take them, you stack them, roll it a little bit, and then you slice them
Yep,
very, very
just
thin. It allows for a great presentation and a really fresh.
Yes, and it adds
doesn't
flavor.
bruise it.
And you know what? When you're doing Italian food, you want some fresh basil, some fresh, fresh herbs which can give that aroma, that flavor. That's what you want. I want that in my meal. Fresh herbs.
Absolutely.
Fresh herb and spice. You know what's my second name? My second name is Spice Girl.
There you go.
Yes, Spice Girl.
I like it.
Where I come from, Spice Girl, and I have a lot of spice blend which I make in house. So hence Spice Girl.
All right, so how are we gonna slice this?
Okay, we're gonna slice it like this.
Okay.
So nothing goes to waste here. The little edge, I just put salt on it so I can use it later.
Something else, another dish later on down the road.
Yep.
Awesome. So now eggplant, now that'll brown on you pretty quick, right?
Yep.
Okay.
That's why we have a fryer on.
Ready to go.
Ready to go. So I'm gonna do probably 3 slices.
Perfect.
And I'm gonna save the rest. I'm gonna put a little salt on it. And that's a trick which helps your eggplant not turn brown.
Keep the browning down?
Yep, just a little water. And that really helps, so.
Perfect.
Okay.
Don't waste anything.
No, absolutely. We are all about sustainability here, big time.
Well, and given the situation the last few months, that's helping out, right?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
So is this like a traditional panko?
This is traditional panko flour, and I have added salt, pepper, garlic, and a little bit of parsley in it. And you can totally skip that and make it gluten-free by just doing this chickpea flour, which I seasoned with salt, pepper, garlic, and a little bit of basil, fresh basil I chef knotted. So I'm gonna do both ways so you can see.
So what she's doing, she's dredging it.
Here you go.
And
as you can see.
you dip it in the batter and then you dredge it in the panko, and that actually allows that panko to adhere to the eggplant better, which will give you a really nice bite when you fry it. And also, you can see it adds volume to it, so it's gonna present on the plate much better.
Yep, and the other one I'm gonna do is without that.
So you're gonna go straight gluten-free and vegan.
Yep, and I'm gonna do on a separate plate.
Okay. So what inspired you for this dish? I mean, eggplant parm, that's a popular dish.
Yes, absolutely, Alice. So back home we have a dish, an appetizer, we call it pakoras, fritters. So we are used to eggplant fritters, and the day I learned about Parmesan, chicken Parmesan or veal Parmesan, whatever we do it here, I'm like, we can do with eggplant same way. Why can't we use our chickpea flour? And here we go. It was a huge success. My vegan clients at Roots restaurant, they love it. They absolutely love it. It's gluten-free, it's vegan. Well, what else? You don't even need panko breadcrumbs on this one, seriously.
Yeah, but it's not gonna hurt though.
Yeah, it's not gonna hurt, but you always want a little crunch. You can have it. So yep. So let's get rolling on frying part now.
For this week's financial topic, the question that I want to answer is, what type of ingredients am I going to have in my portfolio to make sure that my retirement is going to be successful? And what you want to do is you want to get with a financial professional and make sure that you're not exposed to too much risk. You want to make sure that if you need income from it, that you have some guarantees in place, because if you don't, basically you're hoping that everything goes well with your portfolio. You're hoping that the market's going to perform the way you want it to. And I'm okay with hope. Hope's great, but hope's really great when we're talking about the Bible. Hope's not great when we're talking about retirement planning. You need certainty. You need to make sure there's some guarantees in place. So get with a financial professional. Make sure that your portfolio lines up with what you want it to and your needs and your desires as you go into retirement, and then you can have a successful retirement. Now, let's get back to the yummy stuff. Now, how long are we frying?
It's done in usually 5 minutes, not more than that.
Perfect.
And you just turn it.
Make sure it doesn't stick to anything.
Yep, give a nice color.
And you use just traditional canola oil, or?
Yep, just frying oil. I don't use peanut oil in our building anywhere.
And people might have a peanut allergy, something like that.
Peanut allergy, yeah.
They take the herbs from the garden, they blend them,
then
salt and pepper.
And that's it.
It's just delicious, super simple flavors. Also helps with the pasta from cooking. There's a lot of starch when you go in the pasta. That helps it from sticking together.
Yep. And it has beautiful flavor herbs.
Nice finish on the back end when you bite.
Yes. That's ready to go. And now this is the panko crusted. Of course, it has more crispiness to it.
Absolutely. Looks amazing.
Yep.
So now explain. This is a vegan provolone cheese.
This is vegan, absolutely.
Yeah. So and has the same bite, has the same kind of taste to it, very similar taste.
It is similar. It is similar. I make my own cheese using cashew. I make actually 3 different kind of cheeses here. I do paneer, and we do gosh, at least 10 different items from paneer. And vegan cheese, which I make, it's more spreadable than
this. You need this to have a nice good melt to it.
Yes, the vegan cheese which I make is made from cashews and a little bit of tofu. It's very good.
Awesome.
So let's put this in oven. It's saying put me in oven so we can get started.
3-ish minutes, something like that?
Yeah, 3 minutes.
Just really trying to melt it down, right?
Yep.
Okay. All right, so you said you make your own marinara.
Yeah.
You're using, I'm assuming, crushed tomatoes, something like that. San Marzano tomatoes.
San Marzano, they are
Absolutely.
the best. They are the best.
All right. Pasta goes down on top of the homemade marinara. Eggplant.
And we do usually grill vegetables on top. It's super simple.
Then a nice presentation. Herb oil.
Herb oil. And
Microgreens are always really cool. If you ever see them at the store, buy them. They just make for a great presentation.
That's it. It's so simple. And ta-da, it's ready.
There you have it. Vegan eggplant parmesan. Gluten-free. To check out this recipe or any of our other recipes, make sure that you like or subscribe to our YouTube page, Gourmet Kitchen, Roots Restaurant. Make sure that you come out and try it. I'm Rob D'Alessio. This is Matt Huseth. This is A Taste of Retirement, and we'll see you next time.